Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to our Sunday afternoon live stream. So hopefully everything's working okay on the sound side today. Actually, let's just put on the webcam before we do anything else. So we're going to enable that. There I am. Okay then, so hello and good afternoon everyone. Thank you for being with us this afternoon and tuning into our Sunday afternoon live stream. So we're going to be here until 5 o'clock and we're going to see how we're all doing, of course, on this Sunday afternoon. It's been a pretty nice day here where I am in Northant. Started a little bit damp, a little bit cloudy and whatnot, but it's not been a bad day really. Quite a bit of sunshine, especially this afternoon. It has been a bit windy, but it's been a little bit windy this afternoon, but otherwise it's okay. So if everybody can let me know whether the webcam is working all right and the sound is okay as well, that will be absolutely great. I'm just going to get myself into position. So our good friend Savvy, moderator, was streaming earlier on and had problems with his sound. I saw some of the start of Savvy's live stream earlier on. He had problems with his Streamlabs and audio. So hopefully everything is going okay for you and you're able to hear me all right, and the webcam is working fine too. So as I say, we're going to be here until around 5 o'clock, and we're going to do quite a bit of screen sharing for this one actually. So we're going to have a look at the Beijing Climate Center primarily for the winter of 2020-21. So we'll have a look at that, and we're also going to have a look at the latest observations, have a look at the ECMWF ensembles. Couldn't show those in Gaz, I've been sending around, of course. And did you all get the chance to see the ECM DWD and Meteo France long range update that was released an hour or so ago? I appreciate that a lot of you are not able to watch the videos straight away when we upload them and release them. You know, we put a lot of content out at Gals Weather Vids. So I appreciate that it is quite difficult to be able to keep up with all the content as we're releasing it straight away. It takes people a little while to watch our videos. So there's some very interesting charts in that DWD, ECM and also Meteo France long range update. Going to have a very quick look at the DWD for this video, or for its live stream, in a couple of minutes. So that's the first thing we're going to look at for this live stream. So thank you so much everybody for being with us. I see it's been really busy in the chat. We're already up to 43 concurrent viewers, so thank you so much everybody for being with us this afternoon. It's 46 now, and very busy in the live chat as well. So it's always lovely to sit here and see you all chatting away as I'm getting set up. It's always nice to know that I'm going to have some people waiting for me. It calms you down, you know, and relax you when you are live streaming. Now, our moderator Savvy has arrived from his live stream. So good afternoon, Savvy. I saw first hour of your live stream. It certainly went pretty well. So thank you for being with us and for moderating our live stream today. If everybody can say thank you so much to Savvy for moderating, that would be absolutely fantastic. Now, before I do anything else, I think we should just say hello and happy Father's Day to all dads out there. So it is Father's Day today. So hello and happy Father's Day to all dads. We hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. And for those dads that are no longer with us, well, we always remember you and we never forget. Right then, so let's have a look at what you're saying. And as I said, been really busy in the live in the chat. So we've got Luke R with us now. Luke has told me that he's got his cousin Max with us. I think Max is probably Gals Weather's youngest viewer. Max is only 2, but they're having a look at the live stream together, I think. And I think Max is enjoying it. So good afternoon to Luke R, and good afternoon to Max, and we hope that Max and Luke are both enjoying our live stream this afternoon, and thank you both so much for being with us. iTech Talk is with us as well, so good afternoon iTech, thank you for being with us and tuning into our live stream this afternoon. Iceman is with us as well, so good afternoon Iceman, thank you so much for being with us. And also we've got Global Weather Updates with us. Hey everyone, so good afternoon Global Weather Updates, thank you so much for being with us and tuning into our live stream this afternoon. Moving down, I can see that Adrian Major, my good friend Adrian, has tuned in. So thank you, Adrian, for tuning to our live stream this afternoon. Adrian saying, hi, afternoon, Gav. Hi, all. Hope you're doing well. Looking forward to your hot weather midweek. Yeah, temperatures really picking up, Adrian, in the next few days. We're going to get our first sort of 30-degree heat, I think, of the summer. So, yes, heat's going to be on in the next few days. I think it's enough to say that we're going to have a heat wave. Somebody emailed me yesterday and took me to task a little bit about saying we're going to have a heat wave because it's going to be the southeast that primarily gets the hot weather, and this person was a little bit upset that they're further north. And you know, they aren't going to be as hot, but that's the case in any scenario, you know, so anytime it's hot, it will, if we've got hot southerly winds, it will be hottest in the south, and it will be coolest, cooler the further north you go. So, of course, when we release our forecast, I'm not sure which forecast upset this person in particular, maybe it's weekend forecast or something. When we release the forecast, we haven't got time to go into everybody's individual town and city and location, you know, and one by one say this area is going to be hotter than this area, that area will be cooler than this area, you know, so we do hope that people, when they watch our forecast, sort of use their own interpretation for their own local conditions. And obviously, if we're having hot southerly winds, then it is going to be hottest in London, and in the southeast it'll be cooler further north you go, and that's just the way that it works. But yes, there's definitely going to be some hot weather coming up over the next few days, particularly for more southern areas, but areas further north and west will warm up too, so things will warm up in the north and west as well. Right, we've also got Craig with us. So, Craig is saying, I'm worried about how hot it's going to get. So, I'm not sure where you are, Craig. Are you in London, maybe? So, for London, I think you're going to be seeing temperatures probably to around 30, maybe 31 or 32 on Friday. I think Friday could be the hottest day, but it does depend how quickly thunderstorms get going. If we start to bring in quite a lot of storms fairly quickly, then it may not be as hot on Friday, but potentially Friday could go up to like 31 or 32. So it is going to be appreciably hot, definitely. And if you don't like it, well, you've only got to wait till Saturday, and then cooler Atlantic winds are going to be coming in from off the Atlantic Ocean, of course. 65 people with us right now. Hello, good afternoon, and thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in this afternoon. Please give us a thumbs up on the video, on the live stream. Let us know that you are enjoying it. And yeah, that's absolutely great. Thank you so much for doing that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's Subscribe Sunday. So we're trying to get 7K subs by the end of the summer. We're probably somewhere around 130 subs to go. So we have put on subs quite quickly over the past couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. So we may be on course to do this, but of course the subs could start slowing up. I really shouldn't have set myself this goal, should I, to put on so many subs and get to 7K by the end of the summer. But I have set it, so I've got to see it through. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to pull it off. Moving down, I can see that we've also got, so as always, bear in mind I may have to pull the glasses down, have a look at what you're saying, maybe take the glasses off, just the way my eyes are these days, so it is always a little bit difficult for me to be able to visualise the comments, but that's it, so I can't do anything about it, so just bear with me, and I will try and get everybody's comment in. It's a very busy stream again. We've only been here for 10 minutes, and I've got 70 concurrent viewers, so hello, good afternoon, thank you all for being with us, and I'm not going to be able to answer everybody's questions, of course. When the streams get this busy, I won't be able to answer every single question that people ask me. So I'm going to do my best to answer as many as I can. You can super chat, and that will flag up your comment and question to me. You can also donate, I think, through Streamlabs, and that's through PayPal, and that should flag the comment up as well. I'm not sure whether that does or not quite, but certainly you can super chat. That will flag the comment up, and I'll be able to see it very clearly then. Otherwise, it's just a case of whether I manage to pick out your question as I'm going down the live chat. So thank you so much also to Richard Traw for our new Gabs Weather Vids live stream GIF here. So Richard sent me through a few days ago, sort of refreshed and update the live stream GIF. Thank you so much, Richard, for doing that. 74 concurrent viewers. Hello and good afternoon to all of you. Duncan Ward is with us saying, hi Gavin, everyone. QBO is going to fail. It's going to fail in my opinion. Hope it doesn't. Keep up good work. Did you all see Gav's Weather Vids? Hello Duncan, by the way. So did you all see Gav's Weather Vids Sunday Roundup? Very interesting what's going on with the QBO right now. To me, it looked like the Wesley QBO was beginning to sort of reorganise itself. Very surprisingly and very unexpectedly, it looked like the Wesley phase of the QBO was starting to reorganise itself. We should be going into the easterly phase of the quasi-biennial stage. So what's going on with the QBR? I'm very, very unsure about that. But yeah, so what do you all think about that? Do you think that the Wesley QBO looks like, on that chart from NASA, it looks like Wesley QBO is reorganising itself to me? Now let me know what you think through the live chat. Be very concerning if we're going to have like a second failure of the Easterly QBO in 5 years. That will be, that will be really quite concerning indeed, I think. Also, we have with us Alan Petru. So good afternoon, Alan. Thank you so much for being with us. Global weather updates, I noticed, was saying they think we're going to have a cold winter. So we shall see, we shall see. And we're going to have a look at Beijing Climate Center very shortly, global weather updates. Cameron Lace is with us, saying, hello, thunderstorms are soothing. Good afternoon, Cameron. It's always great to see new names within the live chat, so thank you so much for being with us. We just hit 80 concurrent viewers as well, so thank you so much, everybody, for being with us. I wasn't sure how much of an audience we'd have for this live stream today, to be honest, because it is Father's Day. I know everybody's very busy, out and about with their family. Well, not perhaps out and about as such, given that we are still in the last stages of lockdown. But everybody's going to be with their immediate family, aren't they? So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to our live stream on this Father's Day. Lisa Cotton is with us, saying that she loves a good storm. So good afternoon, Lisa. Yes, indeed. It's always nice to get a really decent storm, isn't it? Especially after a hot day. I think it's nice to get like a big thunderstorm after a really hot day, and then it cools down the air. Very refreshing. We've got Katrine as well with us. Katrine Beso is saying, good afternoon, everyone. Hello to Luke and Max. Indeed, hello to Gazweb's youngest viewer, Max. Going down chat, Shiram is with us. So good afternoon, Shiram. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. John Cartwright is with us as well. So coming down, we've also got almost like a boss with us. So good afternoon, boss. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. And the Unknown Plays 123 is with us as well. And so is Chris Taylor. Good afternoon to all of you. Josh White is with us. James Jukebox is with us as well, saying, bring me some winter joy, Gav. I'm going to get on to have a look at the Beijing Climate Center quite shortly. So just hang around, James. We'll have a look about it a little bit later on. So Savvy tells me the webcam's looking amazing. Thank you, Savvy. So yes, we are now including the webcam with the live streams. I think it makes it a little bit more, you know, a little bit more personal, maybe. So I hope that you'll enjoy seeing me on the live streams. Anyway, I'm not used to being on camera though all that long. That's the only thing. I'm only on camera like for the very start and very end of the videos. So it does take some getting used to be on camera for extended periods. But I will turn the camera off when we do that bit of screen share, which we are going to do quite shortly, actually. Or we'll do some of the screen sharing quite shortly. Anyway, I want to bring everybody up to date with what's happening with the DWD seasonal model this month. If they haven't seen that update from the ECM, Mesh France and DWD, I want to bring everybody up to date with that first before we do anything else. Whether Michael is with us, saying good afternoon everyone, fingers crossed we could get some supercells this coming week if thundery showers do kick off. I think there's thundery potential, definitely, Whether Michael. I think things could blow up towards the end of the week, particularly if we start bringing up that hot air from Spain. Classic sort of 3 hot days and a thunderstorm, Spanish plume type stuff coming up this week. I love it. I've also got John Cartwright saying, have a tropical Mediterranean garden, so loves warm weather. Your garden's going to be in luck then this week, John. City Andy is with us. Good afternoon, Andy. Also got Shiram saying, Gavin, hi, hello Gavin. Always wondered how James and yourself calculate the analog charts for a month or season. How do you draw the areas of high pressure, low pressure, etc.? We don't actually draw them, Cheryl. We go to NOAA and we put in the parameters that we're looking for. So it's usually 500 millibar height, sometimes temperature, precipitation for a particular you know, for a particular month or season or whatnot, and then we generate the charts from NOAA. It's really amazing how it works. It is quite complicated, though. So maybe one day I'll have to do a tutorial. How would people like that? Have a little tutorial about how we generate the analogs. I think that's probably what it needs, because it's quite complicated to be able to describe it within a live stream. So maybe one day I'll do a tutorial and I'll let everybody see, you know, how we do it. Let me know what you think about that within the live chat. Matthew Hackett is with us saying, come on, snow. I think Matthew wants some snow, but it is only June, Matthew, so I think you've got a little while to wait before that happens. Petipa H is with us, so saying good evening, Gary. So good evening, Petipa. Thank you so much for being with us and tuning in to our live stream this evening. So Andy hasn't watched all of the videos today, which is understandable. We have released 3 videos so far, and we're live streaming as well. So I know that, you know, it's going to be hard for people to watch every single video that we produce. So we are going to have a look at the DWD very, very shortly. Now, I've just scrolled down to the last comment, so I've got to go back and get back to where I was. So here we are. So here we go then, and we've also got Jeffercraft Gaming with us saying, what's up, Gav? My first time in your live stream. How's it going? Good afternoon, Jeff. Thank you so much for being in the live stream today. So that's amazing. Thank you so much for being with us. You're over in America, aren't you? I think you're in California. So you have to tell us what the weather's doing over there. I imagine it's hot and sunny. I would imagine it is usually hot and sunny in California at this time of the year. But let us know what the weather's doing. I'm absolutely fine, and thank you so much, Jeffercraft Gaming. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. Iceman saying, lovely where I am in central Northamptonshire, sunshine and warm temperatures, but there is a bit of a breeze though. So yes, it's been a bit blowy, hasn't it, Iceman in Northants, but it's been a nice day, nice afternoon after that dampish sort of start that we have. Okay, so Shelley the Pet App saying, good evening, Gav. It's Petipa's shy friend again. Your friendly, kind, and warm words from last weekend have encouraged me to watch your live stream and subscribe. Well, thank you so much, Shelley. That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for subscribing and for coming back to the live stream. And yeah, the more the merrier. We don't bite. So if people are watching this, you know, they haven't had the courage to comment yet, please get involved. We want you to comment. Want you to get involved in the live stream. And it's absolutely great. The more the merrier. So definitely, please, everybody, subscribe and get involved in the chat, comment, and so on. We want as many people as we can to get involved in our live stream. Okay, let's carry on down then. So, James is with us. James Ackwell, Analogs Guru, is with us. Good afternoon, James. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. I just said I might do a tutorial showing how we generate the analogs, because Shiram's asked how we generate the analogs charts. And it's always a little bit tricky to do it, you know, to describe how you do it. It's quite complicated, isn't it? So I said I might do a little tutorial at some point in the future and show people how we do it, maybe. Taking behind the scenes, perhaps. Kendall Boucher is with us. The Atlantic will be very active and dangerous. So calling for 23 storm, 40 hurricanes and 7 majors. We shall see about that. So yes, we'll definitely see about that. Mikey Pierce is with us. So good afternoon, Mikey. I also got Lisa Cotton. I think I've given Lisa a shout out as well. Okay, so Neil is with us as well. Neil Cutler, my good friend Neil, and Kevin Barber is with us also. Everybody is here, so thank you so much, everyone. I'm absolutely amazed by this, because I thought it was probably going to be quite a quietish stream, this one, but we're edging up towards 90 concurrent viewers. I tell you what, let's leave it there then, and we'll do a little bit of screen sharing. So let's do that, shall we? So what have I got to do do some screen sharing? Okay, so we want to turn off a webcam, I think, for this section of the video, and we'll turn off the image as well, and we'll start display capturing. There we go, we've got the display capture working. Now, is this going to work okay for everyone? I wonder if everyone's going to be able to see this. So this is showing an analog chart that somebody sent through to me, and let's just have a look and make sure you're able to see this okay, though, because I'm not sure actually whether you'll be able to see this all right or not. Hopefully you can. I'm just going to wait and see what is actually shown. So, okay, you can. I think you can see this. Okay, so this is an analog chart for June 2020. So far, and this is showing that we've got an area of above average heights to our north and below average heights to our south. That's how June 2020's 500 millibar anomaly is looking right now. That's the latest. That's how it looks right now in terms of the 500 millibar height anomaly. So what I'm going to do now is show you June 1990 and June 1995. That's June 1990 and June 1995, the two top leading analog years for our the two top leading analog years for our summer forecast. And very similar, isn't it? So below average heights to the south, above average heights to the north. There we go. That's this year, June 2020. That's June 1990, June 1995. I think there is quite a distinct similarity there between those two. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but I do think there's quite a distinct similarity going on there. So you'll have to let me know what you think. Yes, you'll have to let me know what you think to that. So please do. So yes, I think there's a similarity. Are you able to see this okay? I'm a little bit dubious about whether you can see this okay. So let's scroll down to the very last comment in the live chat. Hopefully you are all able to see this all right. I think you can. I think you can see it okay. Right, let's move on then. And we're going to have a look at this. So, this is Copernicus. Again, this is going to be showing what is being forecast in terms of the mean sea level pressure anomaly for July, August and September. So there we go. Look at that. We have above average heights in the Atlantic, below average heights over Greenland, below average heights over Scandinavia, I should say. That is for July, August and September. Now, if we move on, let's move on to August, September, October. There we go. So we see that for August, September, October, the DWD seasonal model from Copernicus is raising pressure up towards Greenland and Iceland. It's raising pressure towards Greenland and Iceland. And then we go through to September, October, November, and it goes for northern blocking. Again, I hope that everybody can see this okay. It's going for northern blocking through September, October, November, through the autumn of 2020, with higher pressure to our northwest and up towards Svalbard. So definitely you would expect this to be quite cold as we get through into the autumn. Remember, this is a mean sea level pressure anomaly for September, October, November. You expect this to be pretty cold. It would draw out the air from the north and from the northeast too. And yeah, quite interesting update from Copernicus. I think you will all agree. Temperature anomalies with the DWD via Copernicus look like this. So again, this is temperature anomaly for July, August, September. Again, it looks rather above average for the initial period, July, August, September, the first tri-monthly period, a little bit warmer than average. But look what happens as we get through to August, September, October. Begins to go colder than average into the UK and Ireland. And the final tri-monthly period for September, October, November goes colder than average still. So I think that's quite an interesting update from the DWD. I don't know what everybody else thinks about that. I think that is quite an interesting update from the DWD. A little bit colder than average for Northern Europe, with northern blocking as well as we get through into the autumn. So, yes, I think that set the cat amongst pigeons a little bit. Although, bear in mind, the ECM and also Meteo France are not going for that sort of level of northern blocking. Not going for that sort of level of northern blocking. So, again, we shall see. We shall see how it all sort of plays out over the coming months. Right, I'm going to turn off the display capture. We shall put the image back up. I'll go back to YouTube, and I hope you're all able to see that okay. As I started display capturing, I was a little bit uncertain about whether everybody will be able to see that or not. But I think you've been able to see it okay, actually. I think it's like being fitted within the screen all right. As I pressed you know, as I pressed play on the display capture, as I started the display capture, I thought it looked like the image kind of was on the skew a little bit, skewed off to the left a little bit. So I wasn't sure you were going to be able to see it, but it looks like it all worked out okay. Anyway, it looks like you was all able to see that okay. So that's put everybody up to date. If they haven't been able to see the, if they wasn't able to see the ECM, DWD, and Meteo France long range updates, if you weren't able to see that, then that's brought you up to date. In around 10 minutes, we'll have a look at Beijing Climate Center, winter of 2020-21, and we'll do that probably in around 10 minutes or so's time. Okay, so busy in the live stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us this afternoon. It's absolutely fantastic. We are just under 95 concurrent viewers. It's turned into a very big stream. Again, our live streams are gaining viewers viewers week by week, seemingly. So last week we just hit 100 concurrent viewers, had the NAO forecast to discuss there, but we're very close to that for this live stream without the NAO forecast to discuss. So definitely the viewer rate on these live streams are going up all the time. So thank you so much, everybody, for getting involved. Obviously, again, I can't give everybody a mention, everybody's comments mentioned, because it's so busy in the live chat, but I'm going to do my best to pick out as many as I can. I've got Richard Trott with us. So good afternoon, Richard. Thank you so much for being with us. Did you see have you seen that I'm using the new live stream GIF that you sent me, Rich? So thank you so much for that. And yeah, I've been fiddling about with the Streamlabs, and that's was a little bit unsure what was happening when I started screen capturing, but it looks like it was okay. It looks like it fitted into everybody's screens all right. But thank you for being with us, Richard. So James Hunt is with us. Hi, Gab. Been a day of sunny spells and heavy showers. Had a crack of thunder and had hail at one point. Classic British summer weather. It sounds like it's all been going on for you, James, and a lot more weather to come. You're going to get hotter over the coming days, and yeah, you've got plenty of weather to come. I think by the end of the week could well be getting thunderstorms as well being generated by the heat. Katrine is saying that I would be very happy if there was stormy weather on Friday with lots of lightning. I think there's a possibility of big storms, Katrine. We shall see. But I think there could be some big storms around on Friday with the heat that we're going to be pulling up from southern Europe. So just wait and see. I reckon we could well get some pretty big storms across the country at the end of the week. Craig saying Met Office saying 21 degrees on Friday in London. BBC goes for 31. Is this all sort of app generated? So you know, Craig, what I think about apps. Don't take them seriously. You know, they will vary from run to run and from model to model. So don't take those apps seriously. I'd say a solid 30 is likely for London. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday might go hotter than that, 31, 32, depending on whether thunderstorms start kicking off quickly on Friday or whether they're delayed until Friday night or something. But don't take those apps too seriously. They will change from model run to model run. And I do try to sort of encourage people to sort of go away from apps a little bit if they can. Right, let's carry on down. And also, Andy is saying, don't like hot weather because pollen spikes and my dog is also uncomfortable. Yeah, the pets do suffer when it gets hot, Andy. That's true. Rotated Taco is with us, or Taco, Rotated Taco, I think that is. Met Office be spending on some supercomputer when they can just use this guy. That's very kind. Rotated Taco. I'm not sure about that. I don't think I could compete with the UK Met, really. But thank you so much. That's really, really kind. Almost like a boss is saying, where I live in USA, it's supposed to rain for 5 days. Wow, that's going to be really wet, boss. So where are you in the US? I would imagine you've got to be somewhere in the north, maybe, to be getting that sort of level of rain. Maybe on the Pacific Northwest, coming off the Pacific, perhaps. Let me know where you are, please. Alan Jeffs is saying, perhaps not so hot in Chester, but we can't complain after having a great April and May. Yeah, absolutely, Alan. April, May, we'll remember it for a very, very long time. The weather was just absolutely phenomenal. Also, Alan's saying, hope you achieve 7,000 subs. I'm showing your channel on Twitter. Hopefully this may help. Thank you so much, Alan. Yes, everybody has been really getting involved in this thing of getting the channel to 7K. I don't normally set goals and things like that. And I don't really know why I did it. I shouldn't really have let myself in for it. But I've done it, so I've got to see, I've got to see it through now that I've done it. And yeah, so hopefully we can get to 7K by the end of the summer. We shall see. But if we don't get to it by the end of the summer, I'm sure we'll get to it. I'm sure we'll get to it by sort of early autumn-ish, early September, something like that. So it will be within like a week or two either side of the summer, I would have thought. So Sharon saying, looks like Wesley QBO getting stronger. Yes, it did look as though Wesley QBO was beginning to reform, didn't it, Sharon? So a little bit worrying. Sally is saying it's worrying. I think that relates to the QBO. So yes, it is quite worrying developments. So we shall see. Also, we've got James saying, hello everyone, looking forward to heat next week. Thank you so much for being with us, James. Yes, going to get hotter in the next few days. Richard is saying, one factor in winter is easy QBO can help for a cold winter, but not always. We do have good winters, but Wesley. Yeah, the QBO is only like, it's only like favouring the outcome a little bit. So there have been many easterly QBO winters that have been mild, and there have been some westerly QBO winters that have been cold. So Rich making a good point with that one there. Kevin saying no storms whatsoever in Harwich this week. So yeah, you missed out, Kev. You may have some storms coming up on Friday, though. We shall see. Paul Cooper is here saying it looks like the QBO is abruptly reversing, but we'll probably see the westerly QBO also fail, followed by a very long easterly QBO. I'm sort of unsure what is going to happen with the QBO pools. So it's possible we're going to see a complete failure of the easterly QBO, and we're going to go off into a new westerly QBO like we did in 2016. It's possible we'll see the westerly QBO trying to come back, fail. We'll go into the easterly QBO. We may just finish up like we are now, neither one thing nor another, neither easterly or westerly with the QBO. So yes, we shall see though. All will be revealed. It's going to be fascinating to see how it all works out, isn't it? Dylan is with us. Dylan Holbrook. Hi everybody. How are you all? A bit late to party, but I'm here. Thank you for being with us, Dylan. And yes, no problem sharing your picture earlier on. In around 5 minutes, we're going to have a look at the Beijing Climate Center for the winter of 2020-21. I think that's probably what a lot of people are waiting for in this live stream so far. So we'll do that in around 5 minutes or so's time. Savvy saying tutorial videos always do very well, Gab. So yeah, I think we might do a little tutorial, just talking everybody through how we generate these analogs, because it's one thing that I've been asked about a lot, and it is complicated though. So people ask me, and you know, I'm asked on Twitter quite often actually how we generate the analogs. Of course, it's so complicated. It isn't something that you can really tell people on Twitter or in a live stream. I think you really have got to have a video and talk people through all of the steps that are involved, you know, in generating the analog. So that may well be something that I'll do. You know, that may be something that I'll do in a few weeks, perhaps, when I get a little bit of time. Katrine is saying that she would love to see a tutorial video, and Shiram also would love to see an analog tutorial. So definitely, it looks like a lot of you would like to see an analog tutorial video. I think we're hovering around 95 concurrent viewers. Can we get this to 100 concurrent again? Absolutely fantastic if we could. Just another 5 concurrent viewers will get us there. Hello, good afternoon. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to our live stream this afternoon. We have got 37 likes on the video as well. Please give us a thumbs up. Let us know that you've enjoyed the live stream. Let YouTube know that you've enjoyed the live stream. Lisa would like to see a tutorial video as well, I think. Savvy is telling me that he's got a tutorial video that's got 140,000 views. Wow, that's incredible, Savvy. That is absolutely amazing. I doubt my tutorial could get that high. But who knows? You never know with YouTube. It's possible. We're now up to 98 concurrent viewers. Can we inch this over the line to 100 concurrent? It would be absolutely amazing if we could do that. I was a little bit dubious how much interest there would be on this live stream today, with it being Father's Day and everybody being busy with their families and so on. So I'm absolutely blown away by this. It's a phenomenal response. Thank you so much, everybody. A couple of minutes, we're going to show you the Beijing Climate Center. Nick Williams is with us. Said, Evening Gav, really enjoying your content. These live videos, keep up great work. Thank you so much, Nick. I'm so pleased that you are enjoying the live streams and all of the other content. Yeah, we've really been pushing it out lately. We're up to 99 concurrent viewers now. One more, that's going to get us over the line to 100 concurrent. But yeah, we've really been pushing the content out. We are up to 100 concurrent. Thank you so much, everybody, for getting us up to 100 concurrent viewers again on our live stream this afternoon. That's 2 weeks running we've reached 100 concurrent. That's absolutely amazing. But back to Nick. Yes, we've been pushing out the content, really been pushing it out over the past few weeks, but everybody seems to be enjoying it. So as long as people are enjoying it, I'm more than happy to keep doing it for all of you. Okay, I think we'll leave it there, and we're going to go off and have a look at the Beijing Climate Center now. So again, hopefully this little bit of screen capturing is going to go okay. So let's see what we've got to do for this. So yeah, I'm going to turn off the webcam for this part of the video. The image is going to go as well, and we're going to put up the display capture. You see how that's just going off to the side a little bit? It's going off to the side. That to me doesn't look quite right. So I was fiddling about with this earlier on, getting the new image up, and just where that's shifting off to the side there, to me that looks like the image or the screen capture, I suppose. Screen share is going to be a little bit on the skew for everybody. So hopefully it's all okay. I'm just hoping that everything is okay for everyone. Right, first what I'll do is have a look at the observations, latest observations from xcweather.co.uk. These are the latest obs, so here we go. So we have the highest temperature at the moment is 23 degrees down across London. London City Airport is at 23. Those temperatures are going to rise over the coming days. And this is why I'm pretty sure we're going to get to 30 for London. Probably a little bit more than 30 for London, really, on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I mean, today we are already at 23 in London, and we aren't in a particularly warm air mass at all. We are going to pull up the 15 Celsius isotherm in the second half of the week. So I'm pretty sure 30 is going to be achieved. You know, I'm pretty sure 30, perhaps in excess of 30 will be achieved in the southeast corner as we get through to the end of the week. So Wednesday, Thursday, possibly again Friday. It does depend how quickly storms get going. Further north, we've got Leek up to 16. Over to Wales, we've got Rhyl at 17. Coming down into southern England, we've got Boscombe down at 20. We've got Northwick at 17. We also have Newcastle at 18, and going up to east part of Scotland, Aberdeen is at 16, and Kinloss on Murray Firth at 20 degrees over to Northern Ireland. Belfast is at 18 too. Let's start trying to shut down one or two of these tabs. The next thing I want to show you, and unfortunately we're having a little bit of refreshing going on with the charts with this, but we'll persevere. So the next thing I want to show you is the options on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10. So this gets us to the 1st of July. Couldn't show this in Gav's Weather Sunny Roundup. The Icelandic Met Office doesn't update these charts, or don't update these charts until later on. Unfortunately, in the day. We've already recorded Gav's Weather Sunny Roundup by the time they do update. Again, I'm hoping everybody is seeing this okay and it's fitting their screens all right. So we've got this top right-hand coloured box just here, red coloured box, showing low pressure, or top left-hand coloured box, I should say. The red box, anyway, just there on the left-hand side. Low pressure up towards Iceland, high pressure to our south, bringing a westerly flow. So it looks a little bit showery, a little bit westerly perhaps, probably near normal temperatures. This middle blue box just here got 19 members of the ECM ensembles with high pressure to our southwest, low pressure is to our northeast. That's bringing like a westerly flow too. And then 13 just here have high pressure sitting through the country. That's going to be the driest and warmest option as well, I would have thought, relatively anticyclonic. only one option as we get to 2 weeks out, so this gets us to the 7th, it gets us to the 6th of July, I should say, 6th of the 7th, so 6th of July, with high pressure to our southwest, low pressure to our northeast. And yes, so that's kind of averagey type stuff, probably a little bit showery, probably near normal temperatures, nothing overly dramatic really, either at day 7 or at day 10. Right, let's move on to the Beijing Climate Center then. So I think this is what everybody has been waiting for. So yesterday we did the CFS versus Beijing Climate Center 6-month look ahead, and quite an interesting watch, I think. We stopped, so for CFS we went up to December. We went from July to December. For the Beijing Climate Center though, we stopped at November. And I said we would pick it up for our live stream and have a look not only at December, but extend out through the winter. So we're going to do it right now. This is where we left off. This is November's 500 millibar height anomaly from the Beijing Climate Center with high pressure to our north, over and just to the north of the country. We're kind of on a periphery of quite a cold northerly there. Anticyclonic, dry, but also quite cold. Now that is December. This is how December's 500 millibar height anomaly is looking from the Beijing Climate Center. And it's a rather westerly forecast for December. So it has low pressure up towards Greenland, Iceland, high pressure through the middle of the Atlantic, and income westerly winds. So this will be a mild, wet, windy, Atlantic-driven Atlantic-driven type month, a mild and wet, windy start to the winter of 2021. Notice it does have a lot of red up towards the far northeast over here. Again, hopefully you're all seeing this okay. Up towards Scandinavia and going up towards Svalbard into the northern latitudes. That's quite a big sort of area of high pressure there blocking. But for us, we're with the Atlantic influence. So we begin the winter in December on a mild, wet and windy note. Then we go through to January. This is January's 500 millibar height anomaly for January 2021 from Beijing Climate Center. Again, we've got low pressure to our north, so low pressure up towards Greenland and Iceland. High pressure is kind of through the Atlantic to our south. Again, this is westerly and Atlantic driven. This will be another mild month in January. So the Beijing Climate Center is mild and westerly for December and for January. Not looking particularly good for cold lovers, unfortunately, up to this point. That's February. Does look a little bit more interesting, though, in February 2021. So then we're starting to get a mid-Atlantic ridge pulling up towards Greenland, with low pressure beginning to set up to our southeast and also across central parts of Europe. And this leaves us pulling in like a northeasterly wind. So this could be a colder type pattern as we get through into February. That could be colder for February, and probably bringing in or favouring bringing in some sort of northerly type influence. Again, we'll go too overtown with the idea of it being a very cold month. Not for us, maybe for some central parts of Europe over here where we've got this trough. But yeah, I think that has a little bit more cold potential in February. And then March is the best of all. So then we get genuine northern blocking appearing in March. High pressure over Greenland and within the northern latitudes. Low pressure running underneath it through the Atlantic into Western Europe. So it just turns increasingly cold and wintering as we get through to March. So very similar in some ways this to 2017, 2018, I think, which had a relatively mildish early part of winter and then got a lot colder later on, as we know, had the beast from the east and so on. So I think the Beijing Climate Center is kind of seeing a two-way split type winter. The first half is mild, wet, windy, Atlantic driven. The second half goes a great deal, it goes a great deal colder and potentially more wintry as well. The temperature anomalies are quite interesting. So for November, again, the temperature anomaly for November, always difficult to make us out with this. We perched right on the very edge of the chart. Again, I'm just hoping everybody's able to see this okay. So for November, it's a little bit milder than average. For December, it's also a bit milder than average across the UK and Ireland. That carries on for January, but then February goes colder than average month in February, not just for the UK, but through central parts of Europe as well. And then we get through to March, which also looks colder than average. Actually, out of the two, February is colder than March, even though the northern blocking looks a little bit stronger in March. But they're both a pair of quite cold months in February and March. So after a mild early part to the winter, things do get a lot colder as we get into the second half of the winter with the Beijing Climate Center. Again, it's all food for thought. I shouldn't really be showing you any of this winter data at the moment. It's too far out, really. But when we started doing the live streams, when we went into lockdown, I said we would start including some of these longer range models and charts, so that everybody would be able to have a bit of fun and would be able to, you know, have a bit of fun with the live streams and so on. But please do take it in mind that it is too early really to take any of this seriously. When we get to September, that is when we shall start getting more serious about model output for the winter 2020-21. But at the moment, it's just for fun and it's just for our live streams so that everybody can enjoy themselves, if you see what I mean. But please don't take anything that you see for the winter 2020-21 in terms of these long-range models too seriously. Okay, I think that's it for the screen sharing for this live stream. So I'll turn off the display capture. Again, I just hope everybody was able to see that okay. Turn off the display capture. We shall head back to YouTube and we'll see what you was all making of that. So I hope you enjoyed that look at the Beijing Climate Center for the winter of 2020-21. And hello and good afternoon to all of you. Thank you so much for being here this afternoon. It's been a really busy live stream this afternoon. Absolutely phenomenal response again. So I just hope that you've all enjoyed the live stream and it's been absolutely great. I've certainly had a blast with this live stream. I've really enjoyed it. So I hope that you that you've all managed to tune into the live stream and that you'll manage to enjoy it as well. Okay, so I see it's been really busy while we've been doing that little bit of screen capturing and screen sharing. So yes, thank you so much everybody for being here and chatting away. Again, too many comments for me to pick everybody out, and I always feel bad about that. You know, if you're not what was I saying? I've lost my train of thought actually as I was going through the live chat. It's been a very long live stream, it's been a very long day actually. So about 6 o'clock I'm going to wrap this up and go and collapse in a heap, I think, somewhere. It has been a really long day today. So what was I saying? I can't remember, but never mind. It's brain drain. When you get to my age, you do get a little bit of brain drain, I have to say. So, I'm going to go through the chat anyway. Richard is saying, 2010-2011 winter was... Oh, I know what I was going to say. Yes, so I'd like to take as many questions as I possibly can. That's absolutely, that's absolutely great. And I always feel bad when I can't. But also we want people to get involved with chatting with one another as well. That's what I was going to say. We like people to be chatting with one another and whatnot. So build up a community, if you like. Build up a proper community feel. That's what I was going to say. So the fact that you are all chatting with one another, then that's absolutely great. Thank you so much, everyone. Now I see we went up to over 100 while I was doing that. So I think we went to 203. Yes, so absolutely fantastic. That's great. Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. So let's have a look and see what else you're saying. So scrolling down the chat, we can see that Petipa is saying operational in the minority. I think that refers possibly to the Beijing Climate Center, I'm not sure. Shiram is saying think one is run at a slightly lower resolution to another. So again, I think this is an internal conversation that's going on. Right, I think got down to where the Beijing Climate Center appears. So Savvy is saying, oh dear me. So yes, I think that is the Beijing Climate Center, but nobody knew, but it's going to pick up later on. Also got Dylan saying, not liking December too much. So yeah, it gets better though later on, doesn't it? Savvy saying Polar Vortex of Doom version 2. Shiram saying looks poor for January as well. I'm going to get to February and March in a moment though. Richard saying late winter. Craig saying, shall we write off this winter? Maybe not, Craig. Maybe not. So also we've got Iceman saying wouldn't mind a backloaded winter, to be honest. Yeah, I think I quite like a cold December though, Iceman. It's been some time, hasn't it, since we had a cold December. Got to go back to the December to remember. So I quite like a cold December myself. We had a cold February and back into winter in 2018. I think it would be nice to have cold early on in the winter. Yes, I prefer it early on this time, but I suppose cold is cold, and in this country you have to take it whenever you can get it, really, if you want it. So if we didn't get the cold until February and March, I'm sure people would be happy about that anyway. Right, it's been a very, very long day, so I'm going to be wrapping this up in around 5 minutes, I think. But great live stream, I've really enjoyed it. Thank you so much, everybody, for another fantastic live stream. You've got us to 100, over 100 concurrent viewers for the second week running. So it's absolutely amazing, and definitely the live streams are building their audience. We're building up week by week as the channel is building up. So too are the live streams. So yes, I'm just absolutely blown away by the response that we have had today, and I think because it is a busy day for everybody. Everybody's going to be with their families. It's Father's Day. Everybody wants to be together, and so the fact that you have all come through for Gals Like This to make this such a big stream on this day is absolutely great. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, let's come down, and we're going to wrap this up in around 5 minutes. So James, our analyst guru, is saying the snow doesn't last very long in March, though, does it? So actually, James, if you remember back to 2013, that was frozen for at least a couple of weeks, frozen snow covered, but that was phenomenal. That's very rare. We don't get March 2013 very often, do we? Katrine is saying it will probably change several times before we get to October. Yes, indeed, I suspect it will, Katrine. We've been looking at these long-range charts long enough, haven't we, to know where know where this is going to go. And there'll be many more twists and turns before we get to the winter, I'm sure. Kevin Barber is saying we want a nice cold winter like 1985. It went on for weeks with light snow on the coast where I live. Yeah, that was a cold one, Kevin. I remember 85 very, very clearly. That was a proper old cold one. Do one or two more, and then I think I'm going to wrap this up. So thank you so much, everybody, for being with us. Let's see. So Sally's saying, unfortunately, Gav can't go through all comments. Luke, if you want me to answer something, then please ask now, and I will answer that comment. If you want me to answer something for you and Max, do it now, and because I probably missed your comment. I've been so busy in this stream. So if you would like something answering Luke R and Max, please ask me now. I'm at the bottom of the comments, so I can do that for you right now. We will be wrapping this up in around 3 to 4 minutes, but you've still got enough time to get your question asked and answered if you would like to do that. So Richard is saying we're overdue a white Christmas. I'd like a cold Christmas. I've been doing these these Christmas updates, I should say, for 12 years. I started doing Christmas updates the first year I started Gav's Weather These in 2012. That's how long I've been doing Christmas updates, and I have never so far managed to forecast a cold Christmas. Every year we finish up with mild mush, and I would like for just for 1 year, to be able to forecast a cold Christmas for everybody in the Christmas update. So that's why I'm hoping more sort of front-loaded than back-loaded, to be honest. But we have to take what we give them. Neil is saying, it's Neil Cutler, and good afternoon, Neil. I'm not sure I've said good afternoon to you yet. So Neil is saying, snowy like December 17. We did have a nice bit of snow in the middle of December 17. And actually, I remember that was the 1 year where it did look as though, for a while anyway, while I was doing the Christmas updates, for a while it looked like we would we could get a cold Christmas. Of course, it didn't come off. It all fell apart as we went further on into the Christmas updates. But sort of for a while, it did look as though that Christmas of 2017 could be cold, because we did have it cold and snowy in the middle of 2017. But of course, it all fell apart in the end. But I want a cold December. I want a cold Christmas, just for once. Also, I can see that we have got Macaneer saying 10 years going this year since that December to remember. Can you believe that? Incredible, absolutely incredible. It's unbelievable. So let's have a look, and I'm just going through the chat to see what you're still all saying. So you're so many people with us, still 80 concurrent with us. I'm going to wrap this up very, very shortly. Okay, can we see what you're saying? So we're going to go down, and so I'm looking to see whether Luca has asked his question. So let's see if Luca has asked his question. Maybe he hasn't. Saying he's just typed it out. So I'm not sure what's going on there, Luke. So if there's anything that if there's anything that you want me to know, so I'm looking for Luke's comment. And I'm having a job to find it. So here we go, Luca. Max would like to know, why do we get warm weather? Okay, Max. So why do we get warm weather? You're very, very clever for 2. That's absolutely amazing. Why do we get warm weather? We get warm weather from the wind direction primarily. So if a wind gets into the south, it's going to bring warmer air up from the south, essentially. And the further south you go, the warmer it's going to get, because the further south you go, you're going down to the equator. Hope you're all able to follow this okay. Hope you're able to follow this okay, Max. So the further south you go, you get close to the equator, the warmer it gets. The further, as you go further south, it will get warmer. As those winds turn into the south, they will pull up that warm air from the south. And so the reason we get warm weather is down to our wind direction. If the wind gets into the south, the further south you go, the warmer it gets. That warm air is going to be pushed northwards on those southerly winds. That's the primary reason. Of course, the sun plays a big part in that as well. It also depends what sort of pressure you have and so on. But primarily, it's down to wind direction. If you pull up the wind from the south, due to the fact that the further south you go, the hotter it gets, then yes, you're going to pull those hot winds up from southern climes. Right, so hope that answered your question, Max, so, and Luke as well, and I hope everybody enjoyed the live stream. You're saying that you think Max is going to be a future weatherman. I'm going to have to watch out. I think I'm going to have to watch out. Max is going to be after my job, I think, very, very soon. Okay, so I think that pretty much sums it up. It has been a very long stream, and I'm pretty tired, so I hope you've all enjoyed it, yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for what has been an absolutely fantastic stream. Please give us a thumbs up on the video before you go. If everybody can say thank you to Savvy for moderating this live stream. It's been a very, very busy live stream, so I'm sure Savvy's had a job to keep up with the chat. I certainly have had a job to keep up with the chat today. So if everybody can say thank you to Savvy for moderating, then that would be absolutely great. Thank thank you so much, everybody, for being with us for our live stream. And yeah, it's been absolutely great. So thank you so much, everybody. And the comments are still coming. So you're all saying absolutely lovely things. So thank you so much, everyone. Right, I'm going to turn off the webcam and we'll wrap up the stream, I think, there. So let's get the webcam off. And I'm just going to say thank you again to all of you for being with us and answering your questions. I'm so sorry if anybody has had their question missed and I've not been able to get anybody's question in. When the stream is this busy, I'm sure you can appreciate that it is very difficult to pick out everybody's comments and questions. So we're going to be back here on Wednesday at 6 o'clock, and yes, we'll take more questions then. So if I wasn't able to answer anything today, then I'll be more than happy to answer your question. As long as I can see it again on Wednesday. There is going to be a change to next week's live stream on Sunday, actually. So from next week, the live stream is moving to 6 o'clock in the evening. And I wanted to do that really because I think it will be easier for people to remember that we're 6 o'clock on a Wednesday, 6 o'clock on a Sunday. So I think that just works out a little bit better. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we won't have any sort of drop-off in viewership because we are building up the streams very, very quickly. But hopefully we'll get as many viewers at 6 on a Sunday as we do at 5 on a Sunday. So from next week, the Sunday live stream will be moving to 6 o'clock, and it will be at the same time as the Wednesday live stream. Both live streams on Wednesday and Sunday will be at 6 o'clock, and I hope that will work okay for everyone. You know the recording schedule that we've got coming up over the next couple of days. The next time we're going to meet live is going to be on Wednesday at 6 o'clock in the evening. Same time, same place, and we'll see you then. But for this live stream, all that's left is for me to say thank you so much, everybody, for being with us, and have a great rest of your Sunday evening. And bye for now.